Hello, my name is Josephine Akingbulu. I am a current Doctor of Public Health student at Claremont Graduate University School of Community and Global Health. And the experiential opportunity that I was able to be involved in or participate for this fellowship was the CDU Rise Up Zambia project, specifically the Global Health Leadership Internship, where I was able to work with very talented individuals, and we were able to put on or organize a global health leadership summit in Zambia, Africa. So I did want to start with just a quote that one of the interns mentioned that kind of stuck with me. The old are getting older and the young are getting younger. And I think it speaks to the mission and the goal of Charles Drew, of course, and also the Rise Up program with providing services for adolescent girls and young women, but also for this project that we embarked on in equipping, right, or training or enhancing the skill set of young professionals to be able to cater to the needs of under-resourced populations all over the world. So you can kind of see here, I've listed a little bit of the vision of Charles Drew and the importance of focusing on health disparities. And then, of course, the Rise Up program, which provides clinical and psychosocial services for adolescent girls and young women in Lusaka, Zambia. So kind of the objectives for the Global Health Leadership Summit was to kind of expose interns to global international experiences, right? So understanding that there are career opportunities in the global health field to work with underserved or under-resourced populations, promote their interests or skill development in research, data analysis, program implementation science in general, as you know, and an effective strategy for addressing global health inequity and disparities. And then we want to empower them to understand that, they can do it, right? As young professionals, oftentimes, we dream big, but it's important to make sure they're cultivating these skills and are aware of a lot of the social justice issues as it pertains to health. And of course, cultural responsiveness is very big. So empowerment is very key. And then we wanted to provide a cross-cultural experiential education opportunity. So we had 10 Zambian students and 10 LA-based students who met weekly for about a year via Zoom. So this was an international or transnational effort, and they were trained for 1 hour or almost an hour and a half a week for the modules every Thursday. So being able to have that cultural exchange was very eye-opening and very helpful for this experience. And then lastly, to educate interns on the interaction or intersection between health, social, cultural, all these different social determinants of health that play a key role in a lot of the work that we do. So without further ado, this was kind of the deliverable for the interns that I thought would be helpful to show. That last month or so leading up to the leadership summit that took place in Zambia, interns were asked to create project proposals based on all the knowledge they had gathered throughout the year and kind of share lessons learned or, ideas that they may have to provide technical assistance to the current project in place in Zambia. So they were able to put together a nice document and PowerPoint that addressed like the background of HIV and the Rise Up project in general, the aims and objectives of their specific topics, their observations after observing some of the work that we do, and then the proposal. What do they feel can enhance this from their point of view? So this was very important, and I think it was an amazing job that the interns did to share this not only with myself and the leadership team, but also the on-ground administrative staff who had been working, with the organization for quite some time. So to hear some of these exchanges was very eye-opening, and it just proved or showed how knowledgeable the interns are. So in sum, this experience or practicum experience allowed for, me to have this humbling experience to be able to develop and work with young folks who, are interested in entering this field. And it was a great opportunity to illustrate the importance of the social determinants of health and health equity in a more practical form. So that's kind of what drove me to really be able to continue, which is like, how can we integrate components of cultural responsiveness and things like that, and culture, right, and how it relates to health. And then, of course, making sure that interns were, up to speed on a lot of the health competencies or just for their respective backgrounds, how this could be helpful for their future steps and things like that. I mentioned some successes and some challenges, of course, coordinating flights for for 10, I guess, LA-based interns to meet up with our colleagues, making sure everyone had everything they needed, things like that will always come into play logistically. But overall, this was an amazing experience, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I will close with some pictures from the immersive activities. You can kind of see the cohort. A lot of the modules or the field opportunities we got to learn more about the Ministry of Health, CDC in Zambia, hospital directors or general directors, the rise of houses. A lot of this was very real for the interns, especially those based in Los Angeles, to be able to see what goes on day to day. Of course, we had food. We were, again, computer labs. We had a Thanksgiving exchange of culture. This was just an amazing opportunity. And yeah, so I'd like to close with acknowledging Dr. Lejeune Lockett, who is my mentor, and Dr. Jamie Felicitas, who's my academic advisor for the fellowship, as well as all the leadership staff who really played an integral part in making sure that this came to life and that it was just an amazing opportunity for everyone involved. Thank you so much.